Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Titans Season 3, Episode 3, Hank and Dove, because that's kind of how they've been living for the last few months. I am so enjoying Season 3 at the moment. I've loved watching these 3 episodes back to back. Yes, editing me as soon as I finish this is going to be like, so much editing to do, but watching me is very happy. And then I know when this one ends, I'm going to be like, how dare you end? I'm just going to say now quickly that I don't know 100% when Episode 4 will be up, because Thursday is the date of my second COVID jab, so last time I know it kind of whacked me out for about 3-4 days. I felt really nauseous afterwards. Otherwise, totally fine. Get the vaccine. Please get the vaccine as soon as it's offered to you. So I don't know whether, I'm hoping, I'm touching wood, that everything will be fine. I'm trying to get ahead of my reactions just in case, but Titans, obviously, as it's a currently airing show, I don't have early access to it, so I don't, if this episode 4 is up a little bit late, I'm very sorry about that, but hopefully everything will be back to normal by episode 5. And I mean, hopefully you'll be seeing this on Thursday or Friday. That is kind of my Titans pledge, is Thursday or Friday, because it's out on a streaming service. It depends when I can get it, when I have time to watch it, etc. It's different to overnight shows and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm stressed. You can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go.
But if it ends up him versus me, kid's going down.
He has killed a lot of people, so if he's...
So now we're killing Jason.
We should arrest him if we can. We're not murderers.
Forgetting this is Jason we're talking about. It makes it complicated for everybody.
It does.
Forget he's Jason.
Please, you gotta help me out.
Jason?
What the fuck?
Just me.
Is he like acting right now, or being controlled, or...
Hank?
Needs your help. We need your help.
I love Gar. Because
Really think he's gonna hear that?
truly believes that Bruce will hear it and come back.
I figure he's got time.
Is he acting or is he suffering? I mean, I don't think Jason would have gone evil by himself, but I don't know whether...
Dick's a fucking psycho. He could be following you right now.
Has he been brainwashed into particularly thinking Dick is a psychopath? Because, yes, he had issues with Dick, but Dick did listen to him as well. Because he's like, get him naked and then ambush him while he's vulnerable. Oh, I'm stressed.
I'm here!
Good to see you, Hank.
Oh, that's what I was afraid of.
Where the hell did he go?
That's what I was fucking afraid of.
Minutes later, he leaves.
Just get it out of me.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Wow. They have sensors. If those sensors
I'm stressed because I know he's got like other roles.
Same outcome. It's the number of heartbeats he has left.
What do you mean countdown?
When it gets down to 0.
Jason can't actually want Hank to die, right?
He's killed a lot of people. He is brainwashed or evil. Those are the two.
I could wire that right now and it would all be over.
And rob Gotham of a good show, circus boy. Bring me the gold, and I'll deactivate the device.
Never gonna happen.
Do it your way, Dick. That always turns out well.
Do you remember the time he faced Deathstroke to save you and nearly died?
On his lap.
4,300 beats per hour, that's less than 4 hours.
We focus on reeling Jason back in. We play our game, not his.
Our game is to save Hank, not Jason.
It's not one or the other.
I knew he was screwing with me.
It wasn't your fault.
You wanted to believe. I don't think you being very close to him is going to make you go slower. I thought no one else was down here. Why is that prisoner down here?
Grace used the weapons of his father. The abused becomes the abuser.
Okay.
Searched everywhere for bomb specs matching Hank's device. No hits.
Because you're not searching under Wayne Enterprises.
Yep.
Surgical EKG detonation implant.
Bruce!
Patented and everything.
Designed to outperform the military's most sophisticated electromagnetic explosives.
Why?
Any duplicates on the market?
You want me to build something this complex in less than 3 hours?
Try. You have to try. We have faith in you.
You got this.
After what you guys pulled last night, I'm not exactly in a giving mood.
Well, they're trying to help save someone's
Hank's
life.
attached to a bomb.
Come on, you know they mean well, and looking at footage isn't exactly letting them get you to pull back again.
Go heat vision me up some hot dogs.
Oh, what a good dog.
See fake.
Hank, stop. Please. Hank.
Come here.
I'm really scared he is gonna die.
I screwed everything up.
Yeah. You're gonna keep screwing it up.
Yep. Denial.
I want you to know it.
No.
I'm stressed.
Functions
Oh.
Maybe when we get to the other side of this, you can.
Has she been seeing Jason this whole time? And he let his face be seen by that camera because he could have ducked down.
I go in that room, it's for one reason only, to say goodbye. I can't do it. I'm not giving up.
Are you watching the clock?
Because that's exactly what Jason wants. It's a
Uh-huh.
game to make us look like criminals, to turn Gotham against us.
And you're willing to let a friend die to
Can we dress up in other outfits? We don't have to do it in our Nightwing clothes.
How good a lead.
Look, we're moving on all fronts. Connor's running at full speed. I'm closing in on Jason. We're gonna get this.
We're doing
Tell
everything
Hank.
we can.
Tell Hank I'll call him.
I'm so fucking stressed. Is she gonna do it herself? Because you don't have to do it surely in your outfit. They could try and just wear all black and use their super cool moves and get it. And no one would know it was the Titans. And she's doing it in her Titans outfit. Is this the last we're gonna see of both of them? What is up with you, Jason? I can't see this being Jason. He's been brainwashed. Hank?
The better on your plate.
Oh. I'm so stressed.
Boys have got the catamaran island. They're just waiting on their captain.
Thank you, Garfield. Let the boys know we'll take her out tonight.
Oh, I love them.
Maybe it's a sign
That you should have never left DC.
that I never should have left my family. That's not what you do,
Oh.
no matter what. But I'm not ready to go. It's not my time yet.
He's put on such a brave face around Dawn.
I got too much left to do.
I
And so do
agree.
you. See how the mainsail sets?
I love these idiots so much. He's not allowed to die.
Call Hank.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, everything. How are you feeling, buddy?
You know, pal, I gotta say, I'm pretty goddamn scared.
Look, Hank,
No. You're doing your best by me.
Oh.
Always have.
I'm on my way to see Jason.
You cannot let him tear this family apart. We worked too goddamn hard to build it.
Yeah.
Listen, Hank, I just wanted to...
Oh. He doesn't want
Hank?
goodbyes. Goodbyes make it final. He knows, sweetheart.
What happened to you?
Same thing that happens to everybody. I grew up.
Is it a blank?
Easier than you think.
Is it a... so...
Pull the trigger and you'll be free.
to prove she would?
Jason, you did this. Not me.
Dawn! Don't. Dawn, stop! This is what he wants.
Let him have it.
Guard, talk to me.
He's almost got it.
Dawn, we're almost there.
You gotta get out of here. Take Crypto with you.
No.
Tell Dawn I love her.
No, 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 no.
Go. Connor's got it. Done.
Oops.
I thought he was gonna do that. It crossed my mind that the gun would actually activate the trigger. And he would have been fine because Connor would have got there in time. I don't blame her, but she will. I'm sorry. No. Oh, he stayed until the very end so he wasn't alone. It crossed my mind that the gun could be the detonator, but I thought they wouldn't do that to Dawn. I was wrong. Thanks, Titans. I'm really glad you did 3 episodes at once so you would leave me like this. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Well, that was a great episode. I'm in great spirits now. I still do want to get fully to the bottom of what happened to Jason, because if Corey's visions were to do with Jason, then that would suggest that he was taken against his will and brainwashed, and this isn't necessarily Jason's agency doing this. Even if he's doing it now, he thinks he's doing it himself, he's not. And who the father figure is, that is definitely a really interesting thing to try and puzzle out. But if this is just Jason and he has just gone off the deep end, because, like, yeah, there were warning signs, but I don't think he would have gone this far this quick. But so I'm going with that it's been done to him, and we're gonna have to try and see past what he's done to help him. But I'm really sad about Hank. He frustrated me a lot in this show, but I really liked him, and I think we were in such a good place, and he was so happy within his family. And I know, oh my god, the actor's name has literally just run out of my head. Alan Richter. He's gonna be like the Jack Reacher series. I think he's got like some stuff lined up. So I was like, oh god, he's gonna die. I kind of felt like it was coming. I was hoping that maybe, oh, I don't know. I mean, he kind of made peace in some ways with his life, but they also had him say he didn't want to die, and he and Dawn should have been able to make a life together. And I don't know how Dawn comes back from this, in the sense that yes, it was Jason's fault, and if Jason was brainwashed, whoever's behind him's fault. It was not her fault in any way. You know, choosing to take down one bad guy to save someone you care about, especially a bad guy that keeps killing other people, doesn't make you a terrible person. It's a dark choice, but it's a choice she felt she had to make. But being the one that pulled the trigger, and especially if she finds out that Connor had done it, he was on his way, he would have got into that room and deactivated it before the time ran out, would just destroy you. To know you ended the love of your life's life, I can't even imagine what she's going to be going through. And on top of that, the security guards are going to be like, well, a dove came and stole our gold. So there's definitely, I don't know what Dawn's future is. I mean, she's going to be in no state for a long time, potentially in a state of just bloodthirsty wanting to get revenge, but I'm worried about Dawn a lot. I would be worried even if Hank had just accidentally been hit by a car. Hidden, that's a new word. But that was just horrific. Like, they killed him in the most awful way possible. And to think we were there, we'd done it. It was going to be okay. It's so crushing. Connor knows he did everything he could. I'm so glad that Hank, you know, was in a really good place with Dick at the end, and even he and Dawn kind of, they both knew they loved each other. They both knew that ultimately they probably would have worked it out. Or that even if they could never work it out, that their love was strong enough, and that's all that mattered. And it's so funny because Hank was the one at the beginning of the episode who was like, oh yeah, we'll find Jason, we'll kill him. Kill the little bastard. And then one phone call from him where he said, Hank, I'm scared, I need your help. He went to try and save him. I'm really sad. And I'm fucking mad at Bruce. Like, it's one thing to design Batman weapons and things, but if for someone who doesn't kill, developing that as part of Wayne Enterprises is a bit messed up. So the Titans are down a member. They are very much down a member. It's about time we got Rachel and Donna back, isn't it? We need to figure out what Courtney's visions are about. Courtney. Why do I keep calling her Courtney? It's because I've been watching Stargirl, Starfire. That is her name, now I'm doubting myself. Courtney. For Corey, her visions seem to be triggered when it's to do with Jason, so I do think she's getting some kind of glimpses into that, but then you also hear a woman's voice, and why would she be having glimpses of Jason? So unless it's Blackfire that's behind this, and she's getting at the Titans, even though Jason's just targeting Dick, then that is where they're brothers, they're both raised by Bruce, they've got that kind of clashes. Oh god. So I'm in denial about what just happened, really. Like, not denial in the same way I was with Jason, where I was like, no, he's going to be alive. But now I'm like, I wish he was dead. No, I don't, because he's I'm currently going to stand with that I am 80% to 85%. He's been brainwashed somehow. It's not technically Jason's fault. And there's a 15% of me that's like, but what if he just went off the deep end? What if that training on someone that wasn't mentally ready for it pushed him off the end? Is where I am right now. Maybe that will change as the show goes on. If he is being brainwashed, I hope we find out sooner rather than later, like at least at the midway point of the season. We don't necessarily save him, but I just am stressed. Because Hank and Jason, yes, there was that whole scene in which they were all suffering. Jason had just been blown up off a roof, and Dick wasn't there, but everybody else blamed him and thought he was torturing them, and like, none of you believe in me. And that was kind of the beginning of the end of their relationship. But Hank, other than that, have been kind of good to him in a lot of ways, I think. I mean, they had that kind of playful relationship, but they cared. And it's really, I think the thing that makes me feel like he has to have been brainwashed is the level of his vitriol against Dick specifically. Because, yeah, they were never super close. They were never as best of friends or like brothers who tell each other everything, that kind of dynamic. There was kind of, but when he became Robin, he was sort of a bit like, oh, I'm the new Robin now, but he looked up to Dick. The fact that he still has the Flying Graysons poster on the wall does suggest that he still looked up to him. And then when they were together, yes, he chafed at the authority that Dick was trying to kind of teach him lessons and control and not recklessly rushing in against bad guys and things like that he did need to learn. He did need to learn to listen to orders, and he did need to learn there is a time and a place for excessive, I mean, there's never a time and a place for excessive force, but the level of force you use, you kind of need to temper to the situation and things like that. And that he is very young, and it's okay for him to take a step back. But Dick also risked, he also went unarmed, like put his weapon down, took off his bulletproof vest, I think. But he went defenseless against Deathstroke for Jason. He was willing to sacrifice his life for Jason's. So, and he saw the look of desperation on Dick's face when he was trying to hold on to him and trying to pull him up. There's no universe in which you can think Dick hates me and wants me dead, because Dick would have just been like, lol, and dropped him. So that makes me think he has to have been messed with. And I know that like things were messy, but when he ended up on the roof, Dick was the one that talked him down. Dick was the one that bared his soul and told him everything. And yes, Jason left, but I think Jason's leaving was to do with the whole mess that the Titans were in at that time. It was to do with Rose, and it was to do with him trying to find himself. So I think if they're going to say he's just gone evil now, I won't like it very much, because I'll feel like it does a bit of a disservice to the potential good we saw, to the good that was growing in his character, the good that was kind of under the surface. But maybe they are just going to have him being evil, but that's why I think he is brainwashed. I don't know, what the fuck are we going to, like, Dawn pulled the trigger and it blew up Hank. I literally cannot process that happened. Like I said in the episode, I didn't comment on it because I thought, no, they won't go there. I had a crazy thought of, well, what if that blows him up? What if that's why I was like, initially I thought it was just going to be blanks, and it was going to be like, see, I've proven you'd kill, or whatever, you'd cross the line. And then it crossed my mind, well, what if it's going to be the detonator? But I thought, this show wouldn't go that dark. I know it goes dark, but I was like, no. And it's even worse because Connor had figured it out. Because if he was just relying on Jason having the thing to the deactivator, then there's no time. But Connor had done it. All he had to do was get into that room 2 seconds earlier, and Hank could be sitting there right now eating pizza. It's really sad. The episode had a feel to it that he was going to die, partly because we know the actor has other work lined up, but also all the kind of goodbye scenes. And I'm glad he was able to make peace with everybody, to have those sweet scenes with the people that he loves, but he deserved better. As much as he's frustrated me in the past, he deserved a lot better. He deserved to have a life. He deserved to be able to settle down, to be honest. And he deserved to be with Dawn, and Dawn deserved to be with him. Like I said, I really don't know what her future is going to be going forward. I have no idea whether she's going to be like leading the show all season. I assume she is because she's on the Titans, but she'll be wanted for a gold heist, and she just technically pulled the trigger on the love of her life. Yes, it wasn't her fault, and if she's beating herself up over it too much, I will be there to try and say, look, no, did you put the bomb in his chest? Did you know what you were doing? It's not your fault, it's Jason's, and if Jason's being brainwashed at somebody, it's whoever is above him. I genuinely, like, how do you go on from that? I don't know how you keep walking. I don't know how anything. What are they going to say? Like, oh, someone blew up a bit of Wayne Manor and Hank is dead. Where the frick is Bruce? Is he palling around with Bruce Wayne from Batwoman? They're both just like, Gotham, I'm leaving. But obviously Tim Drake we saw him in the first episode. I wonder if and when he's going to become Robin, how we're going to run into him. Is he going to kind of try and take on the mantle by himself, and then they're going to sort of end up recruiting him to protect him because he's doing it by himself anyway, sort of dynamic? I don't know. So that was just horrific. We still need to know what's happening with Corey. We still need Rachel and Donna to come back. We need to know what's happening with Jason, either how he ended up this far down the path, or because it could be a situation where the fearless, like, there's definitely, I think, someone working over him, and I almost feel like potentially the drug he was working on was because we know last season he was haunted by the memory of falling, and the fear of dying when he was falling, which is totally understandable. It's almost like the drug he created to fix that could have messed with his brain somehow, if it is just him by himself. But I don't know, I'm just really stressed and I'm really sad, and you know, the last 2 episodes ended on a, oh my god, I need the next one now. This one ended on a, well, you know, I guess I want the next one now. Maybe never. So yes. A reminder that I cannot guarantee when the next one will be up, just because it comes out on the day I have my second COVID jab. So I'm hoping, I think I've heard that Pfizer tends to be better on the second dose. So, you know, I'm hoping that I will be filming like normal and I'll just be like, my arm hurts as I film my reaction. But it may be a few days late. And yes, you can watch the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. And thank you so much for watching, I guess, this painful reaction.